Okay, here we are, another episode, 2023, Trailer Podcast.
Almost got the same color jacket.
Yeah, kind of matching a little bit. With my boy Haloti Ngata. How you doing, Haloti?
Awesome.
Look at this full powder day here at Park City. How long have you been snowboarding for?
Since probably like 2009.
Okay. And why do you snowboard instead of ski?
Boots are way more comfortable.
Yeah, that's true.
And yeah, I'm a big guy, so on powder days, like I don't sink as easy.
Yeah, that's true. But I heard you had a phenomenal ski instructor teach you how to ski.
I do have a phenomenal ski instructor.
And
I still have the same one. He's amazing.
And he did pretty awesome, even though you've only been skiing like 3 or 4 times. You've done
Sure.
amazing.
He's done an amazing job.
You've done an amazing job because of your ski instructor.
Because of, exactly.
Yeah. That's awesome. So a little bit about, on this podcast, I always ask people, what are like life lessons you learn and stuff like that. Obviously you had an amazing career, in my opinion, probably a Hall of Fame career. And
Must be a Ravens fan.
what was it like? You played for a couple different organizations. How was each organization a little different?
You could tell like where you go, what the leadership's like when you get there. So obviously, I think Baltimore has amazing leadership from the owners down, with our GMs and head coach. So it was just great. In Detroit, when I was there, it was Martha Ford, who was just, she loves the game, but it wasn't her passion. So
yeah,
she kind of just hired friends and, who are businessmen who are just looking at business side of stuff and not more of the
like football
athlete person. So like, I think that's part of the problem with Detroit when back then it was just, they were just drafting, who they thought by numbers wise instead of athlete wise. But
and then Philly was good.
Philly was great. They had some great leadership there. Obviously they won a Super Bowl a couple of years ago and possibly maybe this year, but
Jalen Hurts is killing it.
Yeah, they're killing it. So
he's actually my QB in fantasy.
But they're great. Philly's awesome, great leadership there, and it just shocked me how like they haven't really won many Super Bowls with the leadership they do have there.
Yeah. What was it like? You played on an amazing historical Ravens defense, and you were a huge part of that. What was that like? What was that team, that camaraderie like on that D?
Yeah, it was just, once you get on at the castle there, it is hard to not be a great player. With the guys we had on defense when I came in, with Ed Reed, Ray Lewis,
Terrell Suggs,
Dallas Thomas, all these guys, with Trevor Price, who came from Denver, Kelly Gregg, who was a fire hydrant, who just taught me so much that it was hard for me not to be great. Bart Scott, just the Jared Johnson, so many guys I can name.
So many good
Samari
guys.
Rowe,
it was
Chris
amazing,
McAllister.
really, honestly.
Yeah. So we had so many great guys that once you get on, step foot in the castle there, it is hard not to be a great
culture.
Player.
So how do you, for business, for teams, what helps build a good culture? Like, you have the leaders there, but sometimes you can have leaders and not a good culture.
Yeah, that's true. And honestly, it all depends on the individual too.
Buying in.
So that's, a lot of it was our DC, whoever it was, Rex Ryan to Greg Madison to Chuck Pagano. Like, you had all these great DCs, but obviously your leaders had to buy in, and then the guys that follow those guys had to buy in. So for me, what I always lived on ever since high school was good is the worst enemy of the best, right? So if you settle for good, you can never be the best.
I love that.
So a lot of guys in Baltimore lived that, where they wanted to be the best and never settle for good.
Yeah.
And if in any business, if you do that, or in any face of life or fact of life is, if you want to be a great husband, you got to do the best and not settle for good. If you want to be a great brother, a great son, a great churchgoer, a great businessman, you got to be the best.
Yeah.
And you never settle for good.
I think that happens a lot. I noticed that a lot in my life, where I think, okay, this is good enough.
Yeah.
and I never. And there are times where I'm like, that good enough is not good enough.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of times where I'm like,
Where
good
you're
enough
like,
is
"Oh,
fine.
that's good."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I do that with chicken to trash out. Oh, that was good.
Yeah. Or like, you know, when you try to close the lid on the trash can,
Yeah.
and it's just sticking up a little bit, but it's good, right?
It's good.
Yeah, yeah. But I think that is right. I love that. Good is the enemy of great or the best.
The worst
right?
enemy of the best. Yep.
Worst enemy of the best. Yeah, that's so true.
Yeah.
What would be like, I don't know, one or and we're getting ready to get off here, we can continue, but what would be one or two, I guess the next chairlift ride?
Yeah.
What is one or two life lessons you would pass on to these guys for 2023?
Okay. That's the next question.
That's the next question.
Okay.
So we'll leave a little bit of a cliffhanger. Woo. Look at this powder.
I'm like in it.
Whoa! Okay, and we're back. That was a good little run.
Back at it.
Hey, so real quick, so you started snowboarding 2009,
Yeah.
and I know you love whitefish.
Yeah.
That was like your first real big fun experience, right?
Uh-huh.
But you didn't really grow up. I mean, you grew up in Salt Lake, and you had
Yeah.
all these awesome mountains at your fingertips, but you didn't really grow up going up into them, right?
Nope.
And then what pushed you to do it?
Well, first I went skiing a couple of times in high school,
Okay.
and the boots killed me so bad that I was like, I'm never done. So that's what
That's what turned
turned
you
me off
Yeah.
from the get-go.
Yeah.
Snowboarding wasn't even offered to me,
Okay.
so I did skiing.
Yeah.
But a buddy of mine, Ed Mulitalo, by the way, was
Yeah. Coach Ed,
Coach Ed,
SVU.
SVU, Southern Virginia. Let's go.
Shout out.
He was like, dude, I want to try boarding. And I was like, I'll go with you. I'll try it out. You know, we were both 350 pounders.
Wait, so you guys grew up together?
No.
Oh, this was later.
This was later,
Oh,
actually, while we were
that's right.
playing
We'll
football.
keep that in secret.
Yeah. I mean, I'm retired now, so it doesn't matter. And that's why in 2009. So 2006, I got drafted. 2009.
Yeah.
And Ed was the first one that actually took me to Whitefish. And so that's why we just like, let's just do it. Let's learn. And I'm like, all right.
Ed's a big dude too.
And he's a big dude like me, and we did it, and the boots were comfortable. That was the first thing I noticed.
Yeah.
And then, it was just a little awkward going down sideways,
Yeah.
but got used to it, loved it, and I was like, yeah, I'm hooked.
And now you live at the base of one of the best resorts in the country.
Yeah.
Pretty
basically.
amazing. That's cool. And you've converted most of your boys to snowboarding as well.
Yeah. Well, they all learned skiing first,
Yeah.
but I think it's because I do it. I think they just want to do it.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome. So where's your favorite place to go besides PC?
I love Whitefish.
Whitefish.
Yeah, it's just kind of like a place. I love going there, and
A little spot in your heart.
yeah, good soft spot in my heart. There.
What about locally?
Brighton?
Brighton.
Brighton's like probably one of my favorite spots
Yeah.
here. Although I did try Powder Mountain a couple times, and I kind of like love it out there too.
I was actually really impressed when I went to Snow Basin recently. I hadn't been there in a decade, and I was actually really impressed. It seemed like a good mountain,
Yeah,
good area. And
it
Powder
is
Mountain, I think.
awesome. Yeah, Powder Mountain's a little further in Eden.
Yeah.
But I love it. It was awesome.
Cool. That's awesome. All right, so one or two, So what are one or two lessons you lived by to make your career so successful that you would pass on to your kids or someone else running a business or something else?
I would say the biggest thing is my superhero power, what I want it to be, and like sometimes it isn't, but it's being unoffended. Unoffended. So like in football, so many players, coaches, media are going to talk down about you.
Yeah.
But if you can get past that and not get offended and just go do your thing and not think about what people said, what this person did, what you can live your mind and like you can focus on things so much better.
So don't worry about the haters.
So don't worry about the haters. That's my you don't even have to prove anybody wrong. All you're doing is it's you against yourself. Do your thing and don't be offended about what other people say or do. It's probably somebody's job, somebody trying to like talk you down so you don't perform as well in whatever job you do. But if you can just move past what people say about you and just, do your thing.
How does that go for people that are positive towards you though? Because sometimes that can get to your head a little bit, right?
Yeah, true. That's true. But like that goes back to not settling for good. So if somebody says good job, you're like, oh, thanks. But then in your own self and mind, you got to think, I got to do better because like good is not good enough, right?
Yeah.
So that's the thing is like you got to be the best in everything you do and not be offended. So that's like I've kind of lived those things growing up.
Yeah.
And my wife is funny. She's like, how do you not think about what this person said about you in the media? I'm like, I don't care what they say. Like, Baltimore loves me, or whoever is paying me right now. It's like we're doing my thing. I'm doing my thing, so it doesn't matter what they say.
Yeah. That's awesome. I love that. I think a lot of people, especially in today's society, care a lot about what everybody says.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's great.
Yeah.
Well, hey, we're getting off the chairlift. Thanks for joining us and for all that insight, and have a great day.
Stay tuned.